Friends, welcome back. See this table. This table we created in previous tutorials, and in this table I want to enter some values. So to enter the values in a table, I'll write insert into and then name of the table. The name of the table is employee, right? And then I will write the name of columns. Suppose I want to enter the values only for the columns name and age, so I'll write name and age. After that I'll write the word values, and after that in parenthesis I will write the values for name and age, right? Since here first I have written the column name and then second age, so first I will specify the value for column name, then I will specify the value for column age, right? So again for name I have to enter the text, so it should be in single quotes, and the value should be separated by comma. And see this age in column age I can enter only integer value, so that value doesn't need to be in single quotes, right? And then it should be terminated by semicolon. The statement should be terminated by semicolon. Now I'll execute it, right? So see here in this statement I have not specified the value for column gender. So see what will be the value stored in the table for column gender. See here the null value is stored. Why? Because here I did not specify the value for column gender, so automatically the null value is stored, right? So suppose I don't want that the null value will be stored in the table, so what I will do, whenever I create a table, right, I will specify that for these columns null value should not be stored. So how I will specify? Suppose I will create a table, create table my tab, right? And in this table there are three columns, name, right? Now the type of data which can be entered in this column is text, and in that text number of characters should not be more than 30, right? Then I want that this column should never contain null value, so I will specify it not null, right? So when I write not null, it means the value in this column can never be null. Now age, right? Name of second column is age, and in this column only integer value can be entered, right? Third column is gender, and in this I want that only a single character should be stored, character, and in parenthesis I will specify how many characters. So one is specify that only one character will be stored, right? Now this statement should be terminated by semicolon, right? Now I will execute this query, right? So what happens? Table my tab has been created, right? So now see this table. See this table, it has three columns, name, age and gender, right? Now I will insert the values in this table, right? So to insert the values I will write insert into name of the table, name of the columns in parenthesis separated by comma, name. Suppose I enter the values only for age and gender, right? So here in this command, right, in this statement, I have not entered the value for column name, right? In this table, my tab, I will enter the values only for the columns age and gender. But when I created that table, my tab, I have specified that for this column name, right, null values are not allowed. So when I execute this statement, I will get an error, right? See here, I will get an error, name cannot accept null values, right? Now see here, I got an error. Why? Because when I entered the values in the table, when I entered a row in a table, I did not specify the value for the column name, right? And when I created this table, I had specified that null values are not allowed in this column name, right? So I got an error. So whenever I insert a new row in a table, right, when I insert values in a table, I need to specify the value for this column name, otherwise I will get an error. Why? Because in this column null values are not allowed. I have specified this when I created the table, right?